runway.
Son of a bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Manuel Noriega type is extradited to the United States to stand trial.
You're talking about a hijacking, a robbery, or what?
An elite team of terrorists tries to snatch him out of Dulles Airport.
They're not very nice people.
The only people to go to this much trouble are professionals.
Backup systems won't come up.
Attention Dulles Tower. If you don't want those planes to start splashing into the Potomac as they run out of fuel, what I want is very important.
You got the world's biggest drug dealer on his way here now. What do you need, a slide rule to figure this out?
The terrorists take over the whole airport, the air traffic control tower, the radar control. They can basically totally overrule the existing tower there.
Any attempt to restore your systems will be met by severe penalties.
McLean, we don't need any Monday morning quarterbacks.
Fuck Monday morning. My wife's on one of the goddamn planes.
Recalibrate sea level. Minus 200 feet. Out of
Jesus Christ, he's gonna crash the fucking plane!
You're in the glide path and you're looking good. Atta boy, we've got you.
Damn it, you can't do this.
I am doing this.
God bless.
We've got you.
This what you expected?
No. This is just the beginning.
What makes it fun about playing the villains in these things, that you can't have a great hero unless he's up against something monumental. And the bigger and more dangerous the threat, the more remarkable his overcoming it.
They are pretty ruthless. They're pretty intelligent people, too. As proven by the fact that they've done some technological sabotage.
Instrument landing system is down. Every goddamn system's dead.
People came up to me afterwards and say, I hated you in Die Hard 2. I wanted, and it's like the greatest compliment you can pay it. That is the job. You have to hate that man. You have to hate what he stands for and everything that he's about. The better you do that, the more satisfying it is for the audience at the end when it goes, yes! He gets it in some awful, awful way.
Most films, you can tell right away who the bad guys are and who the good guys are.
Major Grant, we're blue light.
In this case, you're not quite sure who's wearing the black hat or the white hat.
Come to the coast, we get together, have a few laughs.
When I saw the first Die Hard, I was very impressed the way it's been shot and how good was the villain.
I just never seen anything like it, and the way that they built the tension, and the way that Alan Rickman created this wonderful, sort of funny, dangerous human.
Don't get me, please.
Whoa, relax.
They are very different from what the first film was. This time we are dealing with very pure American men. We have a group of elite military officers who have been fired from the army. They try to take over. They have no other profession. Fighting and planning wars is all they can do and all they know about.
Colonel Stewart is such a completely, 180 degrees away from the character that Alan played. He's not funny. So we had to go in another direction entirely. We decided to go with this sort of insane strength. He's like a well-trained pit bull or something that's gone berserk.
How many grenades we got?
He's so thoroughly trained, so disciplined, so good at what he does. You can't stop that kind of machine.
We wanted to make it very timely.
The situation in some of the Central American countries that are relying very heavily on the drug product, we make a statement about that.
There are some comparisons to characters like Noriega being the leader of these men who decide to take over.
You get the lace sweep, it's like flooring them, fucking, it's like...
I actually only had 2 scenes with Bruce in the movie. One where I bump into him in the airport.
Excuse me.
And one where I beat the crap out of him on the wing of the plane. We didn't get close, like chummy, because it would have made it harder.
Well, you look really familiar to me.
You want this hatred and negative energy and so on flowing between them. You want the sparks to fly. It's hard to step away from your good buddy and your chum and say, okay, ready? So we sort of kept this professional distance. Villains don't usually get fan mail, but I did. Mostly about the nude scene. I came in for a fitting, and when I said, where's the costume for the scene in the hotel where he's doing the Tai Chi? And Renny turned to me and he said, well, Bill, I was thinking maybe he would be nude. And I said, that was the first I'd heard of it. And I said, and I told him, well, get me a trainer and push this scene off to the end of the film so I don't want to watch this when I'm 60 years old and say, God, I wish I'd done a few sit-ups, look at that. The anticipation is worse than the actual doing of it. People ask me, was it a big deal? Well, getting ready for it was a huge deal. I wanted it to look right. I wanted to be able to sell this character, and it's a great opening for a character. The movie's 5 minutes old now, and suddenly you're cut to a man with no clothes on fighting with invisible opponents. We would take up every single motel within 50, 60 miles.
Action!
It was this gigantic army of people and money and machinery and, writers and studios and stars and so on. Hundreds and hundreds of people had gathered and were doing their jobs. And the whole thing was focusing down and down and down to this one little moment in front of the camera, in your eye, between myself and Bruce Willis, or myself and John Amos. That's what this was all boiled. That's what we had all come for. That was great fun. It was sort of like playing in, it's the Super Bowl of action movies.